Hello, welcome to this new episode of the Hero Lights Monday magazine. And today we are going to see a new episode of the My Amigo collection, and we really have a I have a really great game in this video to show you. And the game is the Defender of the Crown. And this game is actually one of my very favorites of the Amiga. It is one of the best games you can actually play on it, and it was released on 1986, the day I was born, and so I don't see this as a coincidence, the fact that I love it so much. And the game is actually set in medieval times, and which I really love. And I guess my love for the medieval themes and fantasy games pretty much has its origins in this game, as it is like the best medieval game you can actually play. So the story is that we get to play for the crown of England. So we have here 4 different heroes we can choose from. Each hero has its weaknesses and the thing he is actually good at. There's leadership, which helps with the battles in the maps. That's the one thing. There's jousting, which pretty much helps with the outcome when a tournament is held, and the swordplay, which helps with the raiding. So what I'm going to do here is choose this one, because he's actually really great at swordplay, and the reason is that I really want to show how the raiding works, because I wouldn't be able to show it with any other one, so that's why I chose this one. And I think it's pretty much the hero I chose every time I played as a kid. Robin Hood is the one that will actually help us with the crown, pretty much actually to defend the crown till King Richard returns from the Crusades. As you can see, it's October 1149. So okay, so how the game is played, we see here, this is the map of England, and we are always the light blue player. And what we do is pretty much straightforward. We build up our army and just seek conquest, and pretty much that's it. But there are a lot of more things going on for this game, as we will see as the game progresses. And as you can see, this time each player gets his turn, and we conquered a territory, and so did all our enemies as well. And the more territories you get, the more income you get, so you can spend it on more troops and stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now I don't really have anything to do here, so I would go raiding just to show how this works. And I just chose one of the enemy's castles. When you go raiding in this game, you pretty much storm the castle with some of your troops. And as you can see, I control the first one. And what you need to do, pretty much, that's the funny thing, you have to mash the mash button as quickly as you can, as hard as you can. You don't get to hear it, but I'm pushing the mouse button as fast as I can. Okay, I got around the first one, so we're into the castle right now. There's this last guard. And he's a lot more difficult. I'm mashing the mouse button as fast and as hard as I can here. But in the end, since our hero is strong in swordplay, this pretty much means that the outcome will be favorable for us. So, and that's that. As you can see, he's putting up a good fight, but in the end, he will die. Yeah, he did. And so What we do here is we get to steal the gold of our enemy, and that's good because in this way our opponent loses some gold and we get some gold, and again this will be used to purchase more troops and so forth. And alright, so this is a strategy game. As you can see, it's a really nice game, though. It has anything a medieval game should have, a medieval themed game should have. And what we will do here is build up an army. We need at least one catapult for the sieges. The sieges when we storm an opponent's castle, and I will show you here how it's done. Now let's build up our campaign army. To do this you have to return home, as I did here, and now I will transfer all these soldiers to my army here, the campaign army. And what I'm going to do is actually attack this castle here, and the reason is that if you actually occupy a castle of an opponent, the first castle that is, that opponent will lose all the rest of his territory. So pretty much you have to be really careful about your castle and your opponents about their castle as well. And this is another thing that you have to do here. You have to aim the catapult. This the swordsmanship, and this is pretty much all that I got to go as a child. I played this with my brother on our Amiga, and I mean he was in charge for the strategical decisions, and I was in charge for the swordplay and the catapult. And this is why I'm pretty much good at it. As you can see, I have put a hole in the castle, and I had some boltons to spare. And alright, so as you can see here, there's no soldier actually in this castle, so that was it. And we're now on just 4 players left, because the dark red one got another castle as well. And the thing is that you need to pay attention to where your opponent's army is, because you really want to sneak up on your opponent's castle before he can actually get to defend them. And that's the nice thing about this game. It pretty much is accurate in a way. I mean, that's how it would go in a situation like this. And alright, so we got a few knights in our army. Knights are actually a lot more pricey, but they help with the battles a lot, because they make your soldier count more. So having a few knights in your army pretty much will help in tight situations where the opponent has a lot of troops as well. And that's why I bought 2 knights. Even 2 will make a difference. And okay, I got this castle as well. I got the walls of this castle as well. And alright, so here the enemy has some troops, but as you can see, the knights pretty much get it to my favor. And as you can see, we got a lot of territory out of it, because the dark red player has been vanquished, so we got to attack, we got all his territories. Oh, and we are attacked here, but thankfully, yeah, we got away with it. That was really great, actually. Pretty much that means that this will be an easy game after all, because now the light red player actually used all his troops and so I can easily sneak up on his castle and take it away from him. And let's see. I will just go back to my original castle, to my home castle, and build up the army. Okay, first I have to actually recruit them. I'm getting some more knights here because I already have like a lot of soldiers. I think having some more knights will do the trick. When your hero is actually not that great with leadership, you really need the knights to help with the battles. If you have a strong leader, you don't really need them. It's then it will be about strength in numbers. And so now I got the chance to get to kill the red player as well. This is pretty much going really good for me, and I mean it might even count as a speedrun. I don't know. It's really going that great. And as you can see in the sieges, I am actually aiming always a little bit higher so that I can get a full hole on the city walls. And yeah, I think I pretty much got it. Yeah, that was it. I used up the last boulder, so yeah, that was right. And yeah, there was no one home. His campaign army was somewhere else, so I pretty much won this territory as well. So this pretty much will end soon. Alright, so I want to actually show you this as well. Oh, alright, yeah. What I did here is you have to be quick about this, about the rescuing part, because you don't get. Yeah, I didn't get the chance to show you this, but I will show it when this will end. And we actually didn't even get a tournament yet, so before this is over, I want to show you the full potential of this great game. So I'm going to hold a tournament. Though to be fair, in the tournament there's jousting, and I don't know about you. Let me know in the comments below. But I always lost in it. I mean, even when I played with my brother, we always lost in this part. I don't know if we were doing it wrong or anything else. So what I'm going to do here is play for fame. I will joust with one of the other lords, but the outcome is pretty much the same. I will definitely lose, and the handling in this part of the game is really not that good. I actually got this game for the Game Boy Advanced, and it was a really great remake. In the Game Boy Advance, the jousting worked really fine. You get to joust just fine. But in this one, yeah, as you can see, we lost, and that was it. If you lose the first time, you don't get to joust anymore. So I never got past that one. So yeah, this, as you can see, most of the map is ours right now. Only the teal player is left, and he is trying to move up, but he is not getting anywhere near, because I really have a lot of income, as you can see, and treasury. So what I'm going to do here, just to show some more battles in this game, I will go and just buy all my army, and I will get, let's get some more knights, and I will get all the territories from now on, one by one. I mean, I could go just for the castle once more, and as I said, in this game, if you get the opponent's first castle, the one he started in, and all his territories will be yours. But what I'll do here is just take my time with it. Why not? I will just go and attack him. I do have the strength, as you can see. I have more than 100 soldiers. That's pretty much when you are in this turn of the game, it's pretty much over because I really have a lot of strength and my opponent doesn't. So all I have to do is claim all the lands he got from me one by one. Let's do this. Let's get here. Alright. Oh, and his campaign army was there, yeah, because that's the last territory he got, and he doesn't really have any army, so that was easy. And yeah, this is actually a really great game. I cannot stress this enough because this pretty much has all the fantasy and medieval tropes on it. You get to have soldiers, you get to have knights, you get to raid castles in the night, you get to joust, you get to even rescue damsels in distress. Though I missed my opportunity here, I will do so later on in this video. It's a really great game, and I feel really lucky that I got to play it as a kid. I mean, it was a really great game. And as you can see, this is his last chance, but I'm guessing he doesn't even have any army, but that's all very well. We will lay siege once more. And the fact is that at least in the Game Boy Advance version, it does matter how much you get to destroy the opponent's walls. If you destroy it a little bit, then the defender will have a bonus in his defense. But if you destroy it all, then it's pretty much the same as a battle in the field. So that's why I'm always trying to get the full haul here, and most of the times, as you can see, I can get it pretty easily. Yes, I thought he doesn't even have any strength here, so that's that. And yeah, as you can see, this was it. The game is actually finished, and we see here that the crown has been found. The story was that the crown was actually missing, but it was Robin Hood, the thief, that got it all along, and it can now go to the rightful king of England. So this is pretty much the story of the game. And yeah, this was it. Once again, this is a really great Amiga game, and it got ported in several other consoles and so of sorts. Really great memories playing this game, and I still play it even now. I mean, it's a really great game. And now what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to reset my Amiga, because there's no really much else I can show you here. The only thing left to show you is the fact that you can go raiding and rescue a damsel in distress, but the thing about this is that it doesn't happen all that a lot in a game. You get like 1 or 2 chances, so I blew mine in the previous one, so I will try and get it right this time. And to do this, I just have to start over and hope that I will get it one more time. And this was actually, and still is, pretty much my favorite part of the game. So I think that I would be amiss if I didn't show it to you. That's why I'm actually like walking the extra mile here, just to show you how really great that was. So yeah, you see here I started a game, and I even lost in the second game because I wasn't really paying too much attention. Okay, and yeah, thankfully, yeah, I got this. So, okay, so let's hope that, yeah, okay, it got it. All right, we get to rescue the fair maiden. That's really nice, and that doesn't mean that you get to do anything different. Actually, it's the same raid. You just have to mash the mouse button or as fast as you can, but the thing is that in the end you don't get any gold. You just get a Saxon lady, and the fact that she's a Saxon lady actually plays an important role, because if you didn't defeat all the Saxon players of the map, you get to be an ally of that player. So because you will marry his daughter, and this is another great touch of the game. It is one of the small details that actually makes it a really great game. And when I played it as a kid with my older brother, I mean, we always tried to rescue the fair maiden, and I really like how it was most of the time a little bit different. There are a lot of maidens you can actually get to. Let's see which one we got here. And I really like this scene. This is a really great scene actually, and a really beautifully drawn one as well. And as you can see, the couple is like nearing each other, and the maiden is actually in her night dress. And okay, yeah, we got a really nice one. And you know, the rest pretty much is censored here. But the thing is that when you get the fair maiden, she actually appears in here, as you can see, and you can see that we are now smiling because we also get the fair maiden here. That's nice. Her name is Rebecca. That pretty much means that her father is now our ally. And yeah, so that's pretty much it actually. And this is a really great game. I really hope you liked it. And if you like my channel, feel free to subscribe and let me know in the comments below what you think about it. And if you really like it, consider supporting me on Patreon. So this is it for now. I will see you next time with another edition of the Hero Light Monday magazine. And yeah, cheers.